Hello and welcome. My name is Professor William Corder, and I am the instructor for this Geography 101 number 13427 that runs from October 17th through December 10th, 2022. In other words, the second 8 weeks of this fall 2022 semester. I want you to know up front that Canvas suggests using Chrome or Firefox rather than Safari. I'm an Apple owner and user, but nevertheless, I use Chrome. And to clear your cache to ensure fluidity in the functioning of your system, YouTube has lots of videos on how to do that if you don't know how to do that. I'm going to show you how to get onto the class, onto the dashboard for Canvas, and walk you through some things about the class. First, I want to tell you this. I work out at the YMCA near my house, and there's a guy in there who I sometimes work out with. His name is Gabriel. Gabe is what he goes by. And he's a bit older than me. He's a Vietnam veteran. And when I told him what I did for a living, which is that I'm a geography professor, he said, I never realized how important geography was until I was in Vietnam. And then I realized, because of course, not only do you have to know where Vietnam is, and we know that a lot of people were being sent to Vietnam, they had no idea where it even was. But in addition to that, when you're fighting, you have to be able to call in fire and reinforcements and give coordinates and all of that. And that's all tied to geography. Okay? So let's walk through this. If you look at the top, I have typed in sac.edu, sac.edu. That's what I'd like you to do. And then either this page or a very similar page is going to show up. Then you click on Canvas right there. And then you're going to see this page and it says log into Canvas. You click on that yellow banner, enter your information, and a page like this is going to show up. This is called your Canvas dashboard. This is my dashboard, so it looks a bit different from yours, but nevertheless, it's going to look similar to this. You find your class, here it is over here, Geography 101, number 13427, and you click on it. Theoretically, it's going to open. There we go. And this is called your Canvas homepage for this particular class. It says start here. That's a good place to start. If you click on that, please read through this bit of information about the class and watch that video. There's going to be some redundancy in this on the home page and in the modules, but I'll show you some of that here momentarily. Once you're done with that, you can click back over here to home, and you can see right here, welcome to Physical Geography of the Environment 101. Yes, it's similar to start here above. It is, because the school builds in redundancies in multiple places. So if you've read through the start here above, you probably do not need to read through this other one, welcome to Physical Geography, but do as you like. It's almost exactly the same information. I would come over here then after that and click on the syllabus. There is going to be a syllabus quiz the first week, so you need to make sure that you read through it. The syllabus is going to open up for you automatically, but if you want to print a copy of it, you can go right here with this document and, open it up and then print on your printer, and you'll have a physical copy of it. If you take a look, you can see that here's the class. Notice the disclaimer. The instructor, which is me, reserves the right to modify this syllabus or course overview if needed. Your adjustment and flexibility are appreciated. Of course, we're coming out of a pandemic, so you know that things can change very rapidly. Notice that this is my email address, which is probably the best way to get a hold of me, corder_bill@sac.edu, or you can message me through Canvas. If you want to do that, you just come over to inbox and click on that, and it'll walk you through. You write me a message, and it'll just come directly to me. My phone number at the school, although I have a phone number at the school, I'm not going to be there very often this semester because I'm teaching completely online. This is my office number. It's not impossible that we could meet at my office and have a discussion or whatever, but let's set it up and talk to each other, and we'll work that through if we need to. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just go through big blue button over here, and it's kind of like a version of Zoom, and we can talk to each other that way. But however, we have to do it if we need to do it. Then course name, description, format, textbook. The textbook is free. You can also buy a hard copy textbook. I'm not going to test you directly on the textbook. The textbook is used as supplemental. You're going to be tested on the course lectures, which are found in the modules. Course placement and transferability. This tells you what the class is good for. DSPS statement. If you are a DSPS student, please get the information to me as quickly as possible so I can give you your accommodation, student learning outcomes, course objectives, course topics. Notice there are 4 sections in this class. Basically, we're going to do one section every 2 weeks, more or less. And then attendance, please read through that. Course grading, notice 4 100-point multiple choice exams, 8 video homework assignments worth quizzes worth varying points. The syllabus quiz worth 20 points. I've already mentioned that. 7 discussion boards. I just want you to know about the discussion boards that are worth 15 points each. The discussion board topics are kind of meant to represent topics that might arise organically in a face-to-face class or a live class. They have some relation to some geographic topics, but they might be kind of distantly related. Nevertheless, they're the types of topics that come up in college classrooms and then elicit discussion. So that's why we're going to go through them in the way we are, and we're going to roll the way we're going to roll. Notice that there are, here's a grading scale, and it's basically a straight grading scale. I'm sorry I'm messing up a little bit, but I just got back from the gym, actually, to tell you the truth. Notice that no exams will be dropped, no video homework assignment quizzes will be dropped, the syllabus quiz will not be dropped. No discussion boards are dropped. A 0 will be assigned for any exam, video, homework assignment, or discussion board that's not completed. And once a graded assignment is closed, it cannot be reopened. There are no makeups, retakes, or redos on any graded assignment. Now you can see this is the schedule. So you can see that we're doing 2 modules per week. That's what's going to happen. And we're going to do 16 modules in total. Canvas course site, some information about that, technical support. Canvas, by the way, is available to you 24/7 for free as a student. The phone number is 844-612-7428. Don't be afraid to use it. They're very helpful. Required technology, academic honesty, and code of conduct, assignments in Canvas. These are important dates. Notice the final exam will be open from Sunday, December 4th at 12 a.m. through Saturday, December 10th at 11:59 p.m. After that, the class is over and it's done. Miscellaneous, there's some information about how to deal with me and me with you, and then Title IX. Then suggestions for the successful completion of geography. There are also going to be questions on that syllabus quiz, these 12 bullet points. Then you look down here, there I am at the Taj Mahal, instructor bio, something about me, emailing me. Please make sure you read the stuff about emailing me, and then all the rest of this other material. Okay, let's go over here to home again. We are back. Now I'm going to click on modules right there. When I do that, okay, remember this is mine. Yours looks a little bit different, but that's okay. And then you can see course information module. So if you click on this, Welcome to Physical Geography and the Environment 101, it's more or less that same stuff that was at start here. If you want to just move to the very next page, go to next. The accessible course syllabus is going to open. We've already seen this though, so I'm not going to wait for the circle of death to finish. Then go on to next again, instructor contact, some information about me again. Then next. And communication plan, and then after that we have course policies. So make sure you read through those things. It cuts down on problems happening later on in the semester. Now let's roll over here to Module 1. Okay, so Module 1 and Module 2 are what you're going to be doing the first week. Okay, but notice all of the graded assignments in this class are indented one place, like the syllabus quiz, the first discussion board, and these 2 video homework assignments. All right. Notice in Module 2, there are none, okay, because you're just doing this all in one shot, Module 1 and Module 2. Then in Module 3, we have a discussion board. In Module 4, you have your first exam, all right? And then it continues on. If we take a look over here at the beginning where it says Module 1 Introduction, if you click on that, it gives you a little information about what Module 1's about. There I am. I'm telling you a little bit about it also. You can click down here at Next. Brings you to this same Introduction to Physical Geography, the same video that you saw before. And now we have the syllabus quiz. So make sure you read through all the instructions. Anytime you're going to do anything that's graded, and then you'll take the quiz. And you can see the dates that it's going to be open from 6 p.m. on October 16th through October 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Then if we click next again, something about the textbook, the free textbook, and me. And what I'm going to be teaching you, the discussion board. Please read through this stuff, the directions and all that. Then when you're going to reply to this discussion board, you just click on that reply and then type in whatever it is that you're going to say, blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm going to get rid of that though. And then you would put post reply. I'm going to click cancel because I don't want to post anything. And then you can see other people's, and in order to get the full credit, you have to not only post a reply, an intelligent reply, but in addition to that, you have to reply to somebody else. So obviously try to be nice to the other people. Then these are the 2 video homework assignment quizzes. So you can see that there's a link here. You click on the Habitable Planet 2 and it will show up. These are done by the Annenbergs, completely professionally captioned. Occasionally the link breaks and it takes a few hours for it to come back, but generally everything's fine. So you can just watch them and have the subtitles on simultaneously. And then you take this quiz that's related to that video. The questions are more or less in the order that you see them. Then next again, we'll bring you to the next of these video homework quizzes. And notice that these are open from October 16th at 6 p.m. to October 29th at 11:59 p.m. Once again, if you click on the Earth Revealed, same thing's going to happen. Here's the video. You just click on it and watch it, and there you go. You will have a professionally captioned video, and you're going to take a quiz on that thing. Let me get rid of these because they start to confuse me a little bit. Go over here to modules again, because it's quicker for me to get back that way. Then we come over here to module 1, and you can see that the class actually begins, like my lectures begin, where you see the section 1, module 1, terms and concepts. There's going to be one of those in every single module except for the modules where there's exams. So for example, module 4, there is not one. But in module 2 there is, and in module 3 there is. But in module 2 it says section 1, module 2, terms and concepts. So what are those? Well, this is what you need to get out of the lectures. So the lecture videos. You need to get these terms and concepts, those 4 bullet points, and then these points right here. Okay, that's the information, the terminology that you need to be able to get out of each one of the lectures. Where the lectures, they immediately follow the terms and concepts page. So introduction to physical geography, the environment, the earth system. There you go. There's a video right there. And we can either, backspace right here and go to the next one, or you can just click next on the bottom and go to the next one. Geometry of degrees, Earth, 3 Earth movements, and so on. And that's the end of module 1 when you reach temperature conversions. Then module 2, we start this whole thing all over. Once again, it's module 2 introduction, something about module 2. There I am talking about the solstice. And section 1, module 2, terms and concepts. And you can see here's the stuff that you need to get out of module 2, and so on. So this is the way the class rolls. Hope that worked for you. Now let me tell you this. For 5 extra credit points on your first exam, yep, that's what I said, email me or message me through Canvas. So you can message me through Canvas, you can email me, with the name of the guy that I mentioned from the YMCA at the beginning that I spoke about regarding geography at the beginning of this video. Put the name of the class, Geography 101, number 13427, and his name in the subject box of your email, and your name in the body of the email. This has to reach me by 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, October 19th. But if it does, I will give you 5 extra credit points on your first exam. See, it pays to pay attention.